up until the NFC Championship, he didn't do much. Because in the NFC Championship, it was 38-7. And then in the Super Bowl, it was 41-33. So he did a lot there. But, you know, he's not going to win you a Super Bowl again. I mean, he won a Super Bowl when Carson Wentz did like 80% of the work. I mean, just because he had a couple good games 3 years ago doesn't mean he's going to pull together a full season for you now. So, alright. Here we go. Get some music on here. So, 5 teams are calling for Deshaun Watson, but one of those teams is not the Washington football team. But I mean, Washington would be a better quarterback destination than the Bears. Because Rivera, it comes down to coaching. Because they have an equally great defense. They have an equally great running back. It's even there. They both have great receivers. It comes down to the coach. Coach, damn it. Rivera or Nagy? Rivera. So, maybe they have their eye on someone else, though. I mean, I kind of trust them. I mean, maybe they have their eye on someone else. Very, very possible. I don't know who else, but they got it on someone else. Alright, so, the Packers GM says, Green Bay won't be able to do much in free agency. And I mean, Green Bay doesn't have to do much. Because, I mean, there are positions that would be nice. It would be nice to get them, but we don't need them. Like an edge rusher in J.J. Watt. Like, J.J. Watt would be nice. But we have Rashawn Gary and Kenny Clark, and they were getting better at the end of the year. They were ascending, so we're okay at edge rusher. You know, they've been in the NFC Championship back-to-back years, so they're doing something right here. And they don't need free agency, but I'd be fine. Here's what I want. Either draft a corner in the draft, or pick up a slot receiver in free agency. Do one of the two. If you could pick up like a T.Y. Hilton or a Will Fuller, that would be nice. And if you could pick up, like a J.C. Horn in the draft, that would be nice. And I mean, Green Bay looked like an all-star team in all but 2 games of the year. There were 2 games where they didn't look that good. It was against Minnesota, where they didn't look good. And by the way, in that game, Mason Crosby was injured, and it was windy, so he didn't kick. We were going for it constantly. So, I mean, we only looked bad in, actually it was 3 games, because we looked bad against the Bucks twice. And it wasn't really about us playing, and in the NFC Championship, it wasn't about us playing bad. We were just outplayed by Tampa. And Tampa has 3 good receivers, it has a good tight end, it has 2 good running backs, has a great offensive line, great quarterback, great defensive front. They're like an all-star team out there. So, it's tough to beat them. Alright, so Dan Campbell of the Lions, I don't like the hire, but I'm kind of rooting for him. He said I'm an alpha. I'm a true alpha. And, I mean, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him in the Lions. I want the Lions to work. Because they've been terrible for a while. And I mean, he's like a pro wrestler, Dan Campbell. I respect his confidence, too, So I can't wait to see what happens here. Alright, so, alright, let's stop this music for a bit. I'm gonna do some of my MLB stuff, because, it's kind of heating up here. I heard some news about Aaron Boone. I'm gonna talk about that in a bit. Gary Sanchez, hit a homer a couple days ago. I'd like to see that. like to see that, don't we? Yeah, we do. If he keeps it up, I will not. I'll stay off him this year. And it's not like I was like all over him last year. I just didn't like him. Alright, so George Springer says he relishes a new opportunity with the Blue Jays. You know, I think he's good. I think he's going to do well here. Three-time All-Star. He's with Bo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. You know, he has 14 home runs last year. You know, I think I thought he was a great signing. You know what? I should probably get music going here. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Alright. You know, I'm excited to see what he does with his team, actually. So, the Royals agreed to a deal with Jared Dyson, and, you know, he's 36, he's up there in age, he hasn't done too bad in his career, 246 hitting. Only 21 homers, though, and a 175 RBIs, you know. He's... It's not that big of news, but, you know, bringing back an old friend here. Alright. So the Marlins, no, that's not it. Alright, so, Pujols came on and said that, Yadier, Molina, belongs in the Hall of Fame, no matter what critics say. You know, I mean, his OPS was 98, so, I mean, he's one of only 16 catchers in baseball history to record 2,000 or more hits. He's also won 9 Golden Gloves. And he provided leadership to 2 World Series. So, Pujols is right. Only it should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I don't know why they're really asking that question. Alright. So, here's the big thing that I was worried about. Aaron Boone is taking a leave of absence medically. He underwent heart surgery in 2009, so I wanted everyone to understand. Sorry, I'm quoting him here. He said, "I wanted everyone to understand where I'm at regarding the procedure that's taking place today." So over the last 6 to 8 weeks, he said he's had mild symptoms of lightheadedness and shortness of breath. So I hope he's okay. I mean, he's a good manager. You know, he's done a good job. Obviously, he has the pleasure of having, you know, great players. But I think he's a good manager. You know, Joe Girardi was great, but you know, it was kind of like Mike McCarthy with Joe Girardi. You know, he was doing great for a while, and then people started saying, "Oh, he should be fired." You know, he's not doing much now. And eventually, it grew stale. The relationship grew stale, and they got fired. So. I mean, I'm glad it happened because, you know, my Yankees and Packers got Matt LaFleur. He's 26-6 so far. He's great. And Aaron Boone has done a good job, too. Alright. So we'll see what happens there. Alright. So that's it for the MLB spill. Alright. So, alright, let's move on to, okay, so I'm gonna talk about who should start for, who's gonna start for each, team, this year, or by week 1. By week 1, this is gonna be the starter. So, here we go. Let's get some music going. Alright, so, hold on.
My name is on the front, but I'm more proud of the back. Sickies.
Sorry. That was a commercial there. Or not, ad. Alright, here we go. So, for the Seahawks, it's gotta be Russell Wilson. Pete Carroll can't be this dumb to let him go. He hasn't had a losing season since he got into the league. He's Russell Wilson. He's very clutch. Who are you going to trade for? Packers aren't shopping Aaron Rodgers. Chiefs aren't shopping Mahomes. I guess you can make an argument for Watson, but if not Wilson, who? So, eventually they're going to realize we got to start him. For the Cowboys, another one. Eventually they're going to realize, okay, we need Dak Prescott to win games. So, Prescott, they got to go with Prescott. You can't just, because they need him to win games. And honestly, another one. There are some people that you can trade with, but stick with Watson. I mean, why would you reset now? And honestly, why would you waste your time shopping for quarterbacks when what you need is defense? So they're gonna keep Dak Prescott. All right, for the Jets, they're gonna start Zach Wilson. They're gonna shop Sam Darnold eventually. To the football team. I think he's a perfect fit for the football team, and they have a lot of assets to trade. So, and honestly, they could give the Jets more picks. That would be a score. So, alright, yes. I mean, we all know the deal. And I mean, I knew this, because another reason why Darnold was going to not start next year is because Joe Douglas didn't draft him. Normally, when a new GM comes in, he likes to pick his guy. And Sam Darnold was not Joe Douglas' guy. Joe Douglas' guy is Zach Wilson, as of now. So, they're going to go with Zach Wilson to start. For the Falcons, Matt Ryan. I mean, a lot of people disagree with me on this. I think they should go with Matt Ryan. There's a lot more. I mean, there's a lot. You need defense a lot more than you need offense. The Falcons last year, here's what they did. They were 5th in passing yards, the Falcons. 5th in passing yards. With Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, 26 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, 65% completion percentage. I mean, this guy is not a bad quarterback, and he's still pretty good. So, and he's 35, not 40. He's also now has an offensive coach. Dan Quinn was defensive minded. Who else does Matt Ryan even have? I have to look that up. Let's look this up. Who was? All right. Since Matt Ryan entered the league in 2008. All right, 2008. Since he entered the league in 2008, he's had Mike Smith and Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn's defensive minded. He's the Cowboys defensive coordinator now. Mike Smith was a defensive coordinator for the Jaguars before he got the job. So he's finally going to get an offensive minded coach. So give him a year in that system. I think he's going to do well. Stick with Matt Ryan. The 49ers, it's going to be Jimmy G. Because he's not going to get injured until week 2, as he always does. He always waits a bit before that.